Morning. Just back from a wonderful week's holiday in South Devon, all round Torbay, Kingsbridge, Slapton, Salcombe, Dartmouth, and Paynton. We did the Paynton-Dartmouth steam railway journey last week. Earlier this week. Oh, what a joy! It was a lovely day. We had some lovely weather, and took a load of photographs. And so we were staying at a place called Torcross, which is the house we were in was overlooking the Slapton Lay. It's a very well-known nature reserve, separated from the sea by a road which got badly damaged in a storm earlier in the year, which is being repaired now. It's the main Kingsbridge to Dartmouth bus route. But to get to Dartmouth is quite a long trek. They're using a lot of B roads, but a fantastic place. And I'm going to do some sort of abstracty type of acrylic painting. I'm using cadmium yellow, crimson, ultramarine, and a bit of black. We'll see how we go with those colours. Right, I've got some brushes, bit of medium. Whoops, it's all on the floor. But in here, I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit of PVA glue, diluted. We'll start to put a bit of a blue sky, bluey grey sky, bit of black, bit of ultramarine, a lump of white. So a bit more black in there. So let's just. I've primed the board with some PVA glue and some polyfiller, which is a plaster crack filler, very good quality. Just had to stick the slide on this easel doesn't go down this far, so I've stuck that with a bit of tape, and I've got just ordinary things here just to hold the board. And on Thursday, Slapton, or part of Devon, just disappeared in a mist. So we'll sort of try to mist it out. I'm not going to do any great detail. I want a suggestion of a feeling rather than a painting. Let's just too much black. Well, on the one day we went to Torcross, which is at the head of the Dart River. Lovely town. It's a magnificent area, Devon, this part of Devon. It's very, very hilly. Little roads. I get stuck behind a tractor, or a tractor coming the other way. Well, woe betide. Let's have a bit of red in there. This is one of those enjoying the process of painting rather than what it actually is. But I want the sky to be a sky. Change hands. Make my mistake. So get a bit of central, bit of yellow in there. I do have a frame for it, if it's just to display it really. Now I'm going to look over the lake. I have to put the lake in. It's a large lake, not by American standards, of course, but by UK. It's a very large lake, and the seawater did reach the end of the lake, and there was talk of just letting the sea just do its worst, but there's such a protest about it that it didn't happen, thankfully. It's very strong, that. red. I'll just work away at this until I've got something that I like. Oh, let's get some real dark colours in there. Plenty of red, blue. You don't always have to paint what's there. In fact, the sooner I get away from reality, the better painting I seem to do. I don't like to copy too much from photographs, although I use photographs, but very, very useful. But if you want to make slavish copies of them, that's your choice, of course. Just like that there. So the acrylic dries very quickly. Alright, let's get some lights in there now. Light blue. Some white in the middle. Now, across the lake from where we were staying, it's in the house of the nephew of friends we were with. There were some buildings, there's a wonderful pub. If you ever get to Torcross, it's the Start Bay Inn. Right, let's put a bit of landscape in now. Get the brush clean and moist. We'll have a bit of green, a bit of red. Oh, that is strong. Sadly, as in so many villages, no one to take over the local shop and post office. So that's being sold for probably expensive holiday homes. A bit of black in there. Just sort of working my way back. I'm not having painted for a week. A bit of shadow in there, a bit green, greeny. Alright, let's have another brush. I'm not going to put their houses in, I'm just going to put this lake in. Look at the horizon. Okay. There's a headland that was lost in the murk. Let's put it in. We'll put the road area in. Well, I'm not going to do the houses. Just lost Right, let's build up this texture in here. There's a large tree, as I recall, here. There's a bit of greenery. Right, let's get some of that sky back in sort of on the lake. I want to put some better light in there, so I'm just going to clean this brush. Funny that when your brushes wear out, they do other things. Okay, let's put this light back in there. Just a yellow, I think. It's reflecting on the lake. Oh, I want that green. Not sure I like that bit there, so I'm going to bring the sky down there. A bit of mist going back in it. Mist on Slapton Lake. Why it's not really taking. A bit of orange. Mist on Slapton Lake. Okay, abstracts. Let's put it in a frame. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on this frame, but bear with me for a fun frame. I'll put a couple of textures just to hold it. One, two. Saw some great art in Torcross, which rather inspired me to do something like this. The idea with what I've tried to do is to give an impression of what you feel about a particular subject. Oh, there it is. So we'll move the paint. We'll lock this. Right. I'll put it more or less upright if I can. Sorry, I'm going to have to knock about that. So there we are, mist on Slapton Lay, abstract. I've sort of made a sort of a darkish sky just to centre the light, and put a lot of colour in here, but I've only used 4 colours, or 3 if you don't include the black. I hope you enjoy that. Have a go at freeing yourselves up. I know a lot of beginners, they tend to think because it's there they have to put it in. Well, in fact, the opposite is true. Look at the Impressionists and the Fauves who came after the Impressionists. This is more abstract than Fauvish, but they wanted to get away from detail, and because it had all been done, and I was trying to find something new to say. Well, I've got nothing new to say. I just painted a picture that you might or might not like. But anyway, I hope you get something from it. Thanks for watching, folks. Goodbye.